The author's opinions on GH are his and his alone. They're suitably scathing, fairly humorous, and normally bang on target. When it comes to General Hospital, every fan has their own opinion, and Soap Hub is no different. For 5 days we sat and watched the good, the bad, and everything in between, and now we offer you a handy review and a cheeky critique of the GH week that was what? A week. Goodbye Eddie and hello Ned Wally Kurth. Charlotte's Scarlett Fernandez. Bad Seed Act was finally exposed, providing the Vanna actors with some mighty meaty material. And what's more, a representative of PCPD was actually able to string together some rather obvious clues and come to not only a solid conclusion but a correct one at that. I'd also be remiss if I didn't praise the intern writers for following through on Friday's cliffhanger. In a genre where fake outs are the norm, to actually have the bullet strike Charlotte and leave us guessing as to her fate was a much appreciated shock. Did my ears deceive me, or did Jordan, Tanisha Harper, actually float the idea of bringing in an outsider investigator to handle Anna's case, considering how close the group is to Ms. Devane? When was the last time you heard a soap make that real-life argument? Also loved the scene in which Chase, Josh Swickard, doubled back to Mason's Nathaniel Gray room in the hopes of catching Austin Roger Howarth up to no good and hitting pay dirt. A smart cop on a subzer. Will wonders never cease? My above praise of the writers notwithstanding, did they seriously dispense with Tracy Jane Elliott before the always uproarious Quartermain family Thanksgiving, not to mention robbing us of Tracy's reunion with her son made whole? Talked about missed opportunities. I also have a bone to pick over the attempt to compare Anna's unintentional wounding of Charlotte and Sonny's, Maurice Bernard, attempt to point-blank murder the man, Dominic Zamprogna, who turned out to be his son. If ever there were two disparate acts, my goodness. There really isn't anything that Felicia, Christina Wagner, can't make about herself, is there? So Stella, Bernie Watson, just has a whole romance play out of screen, that's what you're telling me. What do we have to do to get Watson a serious on-camera storyline, while the Trina/Spencer/Esm storyline remains frustratingly unappealing? How many times can Sprina argue over Spencer's Nicholas Alexander Chavez unhealthy attachment to his baby brother? The inclusion of Jenny Francis's Laura at least elevates it to a watchable standard.